Yes. So first things first, I'll transport you to the appropriate map. Give me a second. I think we used this one as our first dungeon, did we not? Yes, that was our first dungeon, which means we switch to this one. Yeah. Hey, here you go, a dungeon. And you would be right here. And I'm going to give you a token. Just give me a second. I think yeah, that would be appropriate. This one. Yeah, exactly. So let me look at him. So it's going to be your token. And it's going to be base HP. Yeah. No, base HP is not interesting, just HP. Yeah, exactly. So HP bar, here you go. I think blue one should be armor. Yep, should be. Oh, I'm doing everything. It's fine. I'm thinking that I'll assign. Yeah, I'll probably assign the red bar for the HP. Just give me a second, and I'll just do it like that. Yep. So 0, 0, none, non-existent. Okay. I mean, I can assign it to load. Yeah, why not? Yeah, 12 is your load. So, you almost at full HP, which is good. Yes. It's cool, it's cool. So let me look at you. What do you actually have for the items? A good ring. Yes, that's good. I think it was 2 times per day using, right? It won't be actually at 1, it would be at 2, because here's what happened. Yeah, so previously on Cloudy with a slight chance of dragons, our wonderful heroes ventured into a prison because reasons, and when they got in, the counter changed from 396 to 400 prisoners, which is great, right? So they wanted to, first of all, escape from the pursuers, and they did that. They blocked their entrance, and they wanted to resurrect the wonderful brother of the wizard, who is currently dead. So, the only one who can do the resurrection is, of course, Neonak, the god of knowledge. But when he tried to use magic in this place, he understood that magic is blocked by the prison. So no magic actually works here, which is bad. But, of course, Agrota, being the not very smart one, he said, come on, I have a wonderful necklace which is going to work. Yes, it works every time. So he tried it. He tried to walk through the walls. And he did walk through a wall. But no one else could. And he didn't walk back. So he just disappeared in one of the walls. Then Danelan was distracted by his panther, who was leading him to another room. He went there, and then suddenly, between you and him, a wall just appeared. And you got separated. So there's only you, Nianak, and the corpse of a guy. Nianak said that it would be most intelligent to stay at the same spot and try to resurrect the dude while you have some time. Wonderful, Danelan is almost here. So, what he didn't know is that in order to resurrect the guy, he would have to actually exert some of his godlike powers into him, thus losing a full level. But since he is a very, very good guy, he chose to do that. So he wasted several hours just sitting there meditating and exerted some of his magical energies. Of course, it was a very, very devoted and good act. So Allfather took note of that. And he ordered Nianak to go back to heaven. So, before departing, Nianak told you one very important thing, because his powers went back. He became God of knowledge again, and he knew what you had to do in order to escape the prison. So, he told you, be wary of this prison, my friends. This is a very, very maze-like place, but I can give you a hint. Remember these words. Up is down, down is right. So do not lose each other's sight. And on that note, he disappeared into a portal and joined the Allfather into a wonderful, just, I guess they use you like a sort of TV show. They just look at you. Maybe you will do something, maybe you won't. I don't know. Yeah, exactly. So, Danelan is here, but we can't hear him. So can you speak up? Because if you're trying, we're not hearing you. Yes, yes, now it's great. It's fine, it's fine. It happens. So, like I said, previously you entered the prison. Agrata wanted to use magic. Nianak tried to explain to him that in this particular prison magic wouldn't work, but he didn't listen too much. So he tried to use his knowledge to walk through the walls, and he actually did, but none of you could follow him, and he didn't go back. So you lost him. And when you, Danelan, were trying to find an exit as well, your panther led you a little bit astray, and then you got separated from Heraclius and Nianak as well, with a suddenly appeared wall. Just wall appeared out of nowhere. And you are now alone. As well as Heraclius, because, well, not particularly alone. Heraclius is in company of Rahim, wonderful old guy who's now alive again. So that's good. Yes, No, he's just immortal. He's just a simple old guy who wants to meet his brother. Okay, so I'm going to give Danelan a little... Yes, I'm going to give you a little token, so you would have a token as well. It's only fair. So, let me look at you. What is the best option for you? Yeah, why not this one? This one will do. It's not precisely like you, but it's fine. So HP, armor, and I guess load. Yeah, exactly. Great. So load. Give me a second. I'm going to switch. Yeah. So and say goodbye to your token for right now, because you are out of there. You're not in the room, and you are not, at least don't right now, you don't know where you are. So Heraclius, Rahim rises up, he looks at you, and he says, "Where are we?" Yeah. The sign is right here. Yeah, 400. And right now you see that it's 401. Oh no, it's actually 400, yeah, because Nunak left and this guy is here. Yeah, exactly, 400. He says, "I can probably fetch something from a spear and some cloth." And he's starting to use his spear in order to cut off a bit of his sleeve, make just a makeshift torch. Okay. Okay. So what do you want to do now? Down though. Okay, so this one. Yes? Okay, sure. So yeah. So you walk in, there's another door. Okay. And you walk into quite a significant room with 4 doors. There is some chains on the walls, but there's no one in them, actually. At least you can't see anyone. There's just chains, and that's all. And on each and every door, there is a sign that says, "Here." Just on each and every door. Maybe. Yes. All of them just say "here." Describe me how you're opening the door. please. Okay, so you quickly open the door. Wonderful. Let's see what's going to happen. So random thing. Yay! Oh, that's actually interesting. Give me a second. Aha. Yes, yes. I can see that now. Mm-hmm. Great. So, you see a very muscular dude in this wonderful area. I'm going to reveal it to you. Right here. So yeah, you walk in, you see a whole bunch of doors, some sort of corridor that leads this way, but you can't actually see right now, you're not there. And right near the wall, right here, there's a chained prisoner. Looks like a barbarian of some sort, doesn't wear too much clothes, but he's very bulked up. And he doesn't really look tired or just beaten, but he is in chains and he doesn't really pay too much attention to you. What do you do? Yeah, he does look alive. And how do you inspect him? Do you poke him? What do you do? Okay, yeah. So he looks up a little bit. He says, "Another one. How many of you is going to be here? I already told you. I will never tell you where my people are. You can do anything." Rahim is just looking from out of your back, and he moves a bit closer with a torch, and he says, "Oh, he looks like one of the nomads from the south. Yes. The Ulfric clan, right?" The guy who's chained up, he lightens up a bit, and he looks at the old man and he says, "You know of my people?" Rahim said, Yes, I do. But what brings you into this weird place?" The guy who's chained proceeds. He says, "We were chasing the flying lizard, the white one. It would be a great catch, but looks like we are the prey. I do not know where my comrades are, but this elf things, they were trying to torture me in weird things. This place, it's strange. One day they come and they torture you the whole day, and the next one, you just fully healed. I didn't eat or sleep in here, and I don't seem to want to. Please, can you get me out of these chains? If you're not with the elves, I will help you." You trying to just pry them open? Mm, it doesn't really work. I mean, you're trying, yes, but doesn't really work. Rahim just looks at you and she says, "Don't you have a sword of some kind?" No, just a whole bunch of chains. Yes, he is chained to the wall. Yes, you can try that. Yes, it is a roll. Let's see how strong you are. Okay. Well, first of all, you failed horribly. So that's a thing. And next thing, something happens. Not really. It's not a guy. Oh, oh yeah, yeah, I can see that. So, when you're trying to pull him off, what happens is the chains, they wrap around your arms and they just magically transform each other. They separate, and now you are chained to a wall as well, right next to him. Just another set of chains appeared out of thin air, and you're chained to a wall. Rahim looks at you and he says, "Where are the others? At least they had some ideas." Okay, so we'll pause a bit here, and Danelan, are you with us? Yes. You find yourself in this place. Yeah, you don't know where the others are. You and your panther are here, and your panther just trying to lead you somewhere, and she's just pointing you to this door. But you understand that you are not in a place where you were, and there's a whole bunch of doors around you. On each and every door, there is a word. The word is lies. So, what do you do? Okay. Yes, you can totally open the door and you'll be greeted by a long corridor. Do you have a torch or anything like that? Would you like to light it up, maybe? Okay, you can see a little bit further, but there's a long, long corridor ahead of you. You can just move your token. You can just move your token. I'm just saying. Okay. So, okay. So all over the corridor walls, you see weird symbols and a sort of alphabet. Something something is written there, but you can't actually understand it. It's not Elvish. It's obviously not Elvish, but it's very ancient. You're not sure you ever saw anything like that. Yeah, you can try. Sure. Sure. Let's try it. That would require intelligence, I think, because you're trying to decipher some sort of hieroglyphs and runes. Yeah, let's try it. Okay, so you can definitely understand some pictures and some symbols there. They're of very ancient kind. They're not elven, they are actually holy symbols of a race that predated the elves a little bit. So you can understand some of it. And what it says is this place was constructed to hold the most evil things that we have ever encountered. No magic should ever work here, and no way should be a way out. That's all. Nope. That's the only thing you could understand. Okay. So you move forward a little bit and you can see the corridor. It's continuing. And right now you can see a lone door. And since you walked in here, you can even see up to this place as well. So there's a way to the left of you. Okay. Right path. Okay. Your panther is thinking for a minute. Then she moves her ear a little bit, like she heard something. And she starts to point you at this direction. Okay, sure. So you're slowly moving. Mm. You can now see this door right here at the end of a corridor. So do you move further? Yes, okay. You can see these two doors. Okay, so what do you do? Your panther is actually moving this way continuously. She's doing it slowly. Okay. Okay, sure. So you walk to the next crossing. There's two doors as well. Both of them say another word. They say enemy. So both these doors say enemy. But your panther continues to walk. Do you follow? Okay, good. So you walk to the next crossing and you see this. A door to your right which is technically right here, this one. Uh, it says evil. Your panther now is trying to move this way, up. Oh, this one. This one, when you get close, it opens up and a big hairy dark palm grabs you and snatches you into the room. And we get back to Heracles. So Heracles, you're chained to a wall. What do you do? Old man looks at you and she says, ah, give me that sword of yours. I'm going to give it a swing. And he just basically goes up to you because you can't actually give him the sword. Yeah. So he picks it up and he strikes the chains. And weirdly, they break. Not only yours, but the chains of the other guy. So you both fall to the ground. The beat up dude, he stands up and he says, thank you, strangers. My name is Roloff, and I'll be honored to follow you. At least, I hope we can try to get out of here. Rahim is just looking at him and he says, we're not getting out, boy. We're getting in. Yeah, and Roloff is just looking at you and he said, in? What do you mean? I mean, it is a prison. Who would want to go into a prison? He's just looking at you, just Rahim just pats you on the shoulder and he says, don't try to be wise. It doesn't suit you well. Yeah, you're looking at the doors now and you can see that these doors to the left of you right now, all of them have a word, and the word says forever. Okay. This one says hold. Okay, yeah. You can see that. You can see a whole bunch of chains as well there, but no one is in them. And this door actually says storage. So Roloff and Rahim just looking at each other, and Rahim says, if we could only know where your friends are. So, Do you open the door? Yes. It says hold. Storage, yes. Roloff scratches his head and he says, well, if it says storage, maybe there's some goods there, maybe some weapons. Okay, so do you open it? Okay. Okay. So you get in and you can see a very peculiar picture. You can see black figures in white chains all over the room. Just all over, just this wall, this wall, this wall, this wall, this wall. And you can see that it's shadow demons. And they're chained with white stuff. It's like they're chained with light of some sort. And they just look at you with utter hatred. And one of them speaks, probably the one who's right here. He saw you first and he says, at least now we're not alone, brothers. They walked into a trap as well. And you hear laughter, the loud laughter from this room. Just the whole room just breaks into laughter, like. And you understand that the whole bunch of demons there just laughing at you. I mean, you were a god. Okay. So describe me how you open in the storage door. Okay. So you do that, and you see blackness. Just blackness. And yeah, Rahim just walks to you. He pushes the uh, light forwards through the doorway, but there's nothing. There's not even floor. You can try to grab something, but you'll have to break some of the floor. Chains were broken and are right now just disintegrated. They're magical chains. If you break them, they just disappear. Okay. So, do you want to try to poke or do what? And when you're just standing there thinking, there's a cold breeze just pushing towards your face. You smell salt. It's like sea water or something like that. No, no, you don't hear waves. You only smell the sea. But you don't see any waves, you don't hear any waves. Just a breeze from somewhere inside. Roloff? Roloff just looks at it and he says, I don't think I want to go in there. Rahim looks at you as well and he just tries to squint his eyes as hard as he can and he's just trying to find something. He pokes his pee a little bit. There's no floor in the room and he says, I don't know what they store here, but I don't want to find out. Forever. I don't know why it's not an option. You are continuously falling, and you look up, and the figure of Rahim holding the torch and Roloff just looking at you, and they're continuously becoming smaller and smaller. Then Roloff just says, "We gotta help him!" And he jumps forward, and Rahim is like, "Damn fools!" And he jumps as well. So yeah, you've fallen down. Now to Daneland. So Daneland, you got dragged into this wonderful room, and I'm going to reveal it to you. It's not that big, but you've been dragged into it by at least 9 feet tall, a giant furry thing. It looks like sort of a Bigfoot of something. It's just a big ape-like creature, and it's full armored, but his hands and legs are not armored as well, and he has a big helmet with some runes carved all over it. And when he pulled you in, he gives you a big grin, and he says, Elf Master, yes, I think I can help you, yes. Hello, yes, I behaved good, yes, I remembered lots of things, yes, I will help, I will help. I will show you my village, yes, just, just please, let me out. He looks confused, really confused. He looks at you, he looks at your panther, and he just doesn't understand. Yes, I go with you, yes. Yes. Uh, this door says creature. And all over the walls you can see weird just uh, pieces of wall being torn out. Looks like this ape creature was trying to break out of the room, but it didn't work well. Then he started to uh, use his claws in order to make some sort of pictures. There's no words there, so you assume that he doesn't really know any alphabet, but he can draw pictures. Runes, yes, yes. You can examine the runes, yes. That will require intelligence as well. Okay. Random stuff. Yay. What's that is? Let's see. So, uh-huh. Uh-huh. Oh, that is very interesting. So yeah, you're trying to examine his armor, you're looking at the runes, and suddenly you manage to assume that there is another door right here that you didn't see before. It looks almost like a wall, but you can definitely see something. Yes, there's no sights on it, and there's nothing really that says what's inside, but you can see some sort of a very, very subtle mechanism right at the side of the wall, and you're sure that you can open that. Both Panther and the ape just looking at you. They don't really understand what's happening. And ape just continues. He just like, uh, we go? He scratches his head a little bit. He's trying to do it through the helmet, but it doesn't actually work. So he just beats his head a little bit, and he says, uh, "It a wall. I tried to break wall, but wall don't break. To how to open?" Okay. Yes, you push some levers, you just scratch some pressure points on the wall, and it does open. And you see blackness. Even when you put the torch through, you can't see anything. Yes. No. Just a few moments when you're just standing there, just a few moments after, you hear And you're trying to understand what. Yeah, yeah, it does. And you're trying to understand where does it come from. You peek through a little bit, you look up, and you see Heraclius just falling down at you. And he manages to grab onto you, but you fall down along with him. Yup. Yeah, probably. Yeah, you're continuously falling. Panther jumps forward. Ape is just going ape shit. He's just whoa. Then Roloff is going through. He's like whoa. Yeah, and Rahim is just falling down as well. Then the ape jumps through, and you can hear that the door closes, and all of you just continuously falling down. Yes, you can try to do that. Yes. Yeah, so would you both please give me dexterity? No, no, dexterity. Just dexterity. Just plain and simple. That's great. That's great. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome, guys. So, you both go into water perfectly. So you just go through, and Heraclius, your armor is very heavy and you're going very deep. But Danelan, he's quite fine. He manages to go up, then Roloff lands. He's not that good of a swimmer, but he manages. Then, of course, Rahim, and it puts down the torch, which was lighting some. And then the ape lands with a big splash, like to make what? Longboat. This is actually a huge thing. Yes, but let me see here. Let me see here. Yes, you do. Yeah, you can make a boat. It's not like a full Viking boat, but it is a boat. Yeah. So you make a boat. Great. And yes, you get into a boat. Everyone's climbing inside. Everyone is wet. Your panther is particularly displeased, Danelan. She doesn't like to swim at all. But you are in complete and utter darkness. But the good news are, you are now, Heraclius, understanding that, hey, magic works. That's weird. You can't actually look at him. You are in pure darkness. You can only hear each other. Just okay. Yeah, yeah. And he's like, if we wouldn't be in the water, then sure. But right now everything is too wet. So unless any of you has any light spells, we're in darkness. You actually don't know what the big monkey is. And the big monkey, he's just like, don't punish, Shelf Master. Don't punish. I promise. I promise I will lead you to the village. Yes, yes. Don't punish. Don't cast me darkness. No. And he's just, from the sound of it, he's just pounding the ship with his fists, and he's just praying to some elf master. You don't know who elf master is, but still. He hears your voice. He hears your voice. He starts crawling towards you. He's trying to just grab you, just touch you in order to feel comfortable at least. Do you let him? Okay, okay. Okay, so you pat him a little bit. Roloff is just like, where are we? What is this weird place? And why would be there a sea underground? No light right now. Maybe you can create a light source. I'm just saying. It doesn't really look like that because sun is bigger than huge. So, I mean, Danelan, you can totally create items as well, as far as I can remember. You have a lot of magic things. Yes, you can create large objects with your magic ring. Yeah. Oh, beacon of some sort. Yeah, maybe. Everything is wet. I'm just saying. Everything is wet. So great. You create a big heap of lanterns, and each and every one can grab one. Rahim grabs one, Roloff grabs one. Ape just looking at you all weirdly. Roloff is looking at the ape. Ape is looking at Roloff. Both look just visibly weirded out and just don't know what to do with each other. Monkey is like, who people are? And he just looks at Danelan. He's confused. He doesn't know what these people are. Roloff is looking at you. Then he's looking at Heraclius, and he's asking, "Who this guy is?" Rahim is like, oh. Yeah, yeah. In case it rains, they're protected, yes. So Rahim is just shakes his head a little bit and he says, I do hope to see my brother before you just pull any other shenanigans out of your butts. And he just tries to use lantern to light the way forward. He puts it at the head of the boat, but there's nothing but water. And it's... So yes, you are in the middle of the underground sea. What do you do? Yeah, everyone is looking out across the water, but nothing except dark water. There's no light sources anywhere. There's a slight wind. You can try to put up the sails. Roloff says, "Hey, let me help you. You clearly didn't sail too much." Yes. Okay, so uh, Roloff puts up the sail and he looks to the direction of the wind and he says, "If there's a wind, there's supposed to be land. Yes, but uh, I I don't know where it is." Okay. Bet, yes. Okay. So do you want to do that? Great. So you create a small bet. She looks at you. You tell her that she's ordered to find the land, the nearest land, and she gets a few squeaks. Then she proceeds to fly to the left. I mean, opposite to the direction of your ship, of course. So, she flew away. What do you do after that? Not really against the wind, to the left of the direction you're heading. You can steer, yes, yes, you can steer your boat a little bit. Okay, good. Yeah, so a couple of hours pass. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, couple of hours pass. The bat comes back. She sits down on the ship and looks at Dalen. Looks like she found the land. Yep. she basically gave you a direction, and then she came back and she pointed one of her wings to the side, but you were already following that direction, so looks like you good. Okay, okay, cool. So another couple of hours passes. You're just in the middle of a black sea in darkness, nothing is happening. And then your boat slightly squeaks. Like, yeah, a little bit. But it continues to proceed the same way. It, it didn't hit a rock or a land, probably not, but you're not sure. Something happened. He's like, what? I don't see any land. And I don't really trust bats. But if you say to sail there, I sail there. Sure. And then you look at the ape, and the ape looks quite scared. He's like, Master Elf, Master Elf, don't call the thing. I don't want it. No, I'll be good. I'll be good. And he just falls to his knees, just continuously in the worship pose, just smashes his fists over the ship. Till Damon. He's like, the thing, the water thing. Don't do that. No, don't call the water thing. I didn't say anything about a squid. Yes, exactly. And you hear another squeak, like a bit louder, and the boat shakes a little bit, but then it's gone. Then nothing. You look on the water, you can't see anything. And the ape, he's just starting to shake. He's like, no, no, please, not the thing. So, would you like to meet the water thing? We'll see. Random enemy. Oh, oh. Yeah, it looks like a water thing. It sure does. So let's see what it is. So 5 and too late for that. So it's magical, forceful, organized, flying, terrifying. Oh, Yes. So I'm going to reroll one tag because it's two flying. So one more tag. Oh, it's mindless. Great. But forceful, organized. Yeah, it can be mindless, yes. Great. So magic would be enemy type. Oh, oh, that's not good. Okay. Let's see. So 5 magic tags. Okay, influence creature. Okay, yes, they can fear things. They can use, yes. Yes. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, that's great. That's great, yes. So, you can hear a very, very distinct shriek. It's so annoying. It's like you can see a group about let me just roll for them. How many are there? So 2 at each side of the ship. uh, Fish-like thingies. They jump from the water. They sort of move through the air as well as the water. Then they go back into the water, into the darkness. Then they switch sides seemingly. Then they go up. And right now they're just trying to circle the ship. And you see that the ship is slowing down. It's like something is blocking the way. But there's nothing there, there's just water. Yeah, and this thing's just circling you around, mumbling some stuff, and Roloff is becoming just afraid. He's just cowering in the corner, as well as the ape and the panther. Rahim is trying to maintain composure, but you can see in his eyes that the old man is also very, very frightened. Mm-hmm. Yes. Good. So who do you want to defend, basically? Because you have to defend someone. Yeah, you can defend the ship. If they try to attack the ship, sure. Yeah, you defend the ship. Sure, sure. So the ape is just on the floor, just covering his ears. He's just screaming like, "No, not the things!" Daneland. Yes. Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. So you see that one of these things is jumping on the ape, trying to grab him. But by doing so, she opened herself for an attack. You can break your defense and attack her freely, just rolling damage, or you can try to defend the ape. Yes. Okay, cool. So, what do you want to do? Redirect attack? Okay, you want to smack it in the mouth with your shield, which is 9. Yes. Great, you can smack it in the face. It shrieks at you, and your ears, yeah, your ears hurt. It's like, and you see that it's twisting in the air weirdly. It's like it's there, but it's not there. It's like a ghostly thing, but you can definitely sure that you heard it. You heard it bad. So, Damon, what do you do? Yes. Yes. Yes, you can. It's not paralyzing, it's just non-lethal damage, that's all. Yeah, yeah. So if you manage to kill them, sort of kill them with that, they won't actually die, they'll be just stunned, unconscious. That's all. No, 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 it doesn't work like that. It's if you kill someone with a weapon with stun tag, yes, it means they're not dead, they're just unconscious. For example, you walk to a peasant, yes, and you smack him with a big club, and it has stun, so he's just unconscious. And if you stab him with a knife, he's dead. That's the difference. So, boat? I mean, yes. Okay. But remember, this bow is, as far as I can remember, it's awkward. Uh, yes, it is. So it's a -1 to the roll. Just saying. So good. You can shoot. Okay. So it's partial. What's your choice? Waste armor, do less damage, or attract attention? Okay, good. So roll damage. Okay. So yeah, you hit it in the head with a weird shaped arrow, and it just flips its head for a little while. And Heracles, that's a window of opportunity. If you'd like to hit it, you can do it, but you have to break the defense. Just saying. Yeah, another roll. Yes, you can. Yeah. Okay. Good. You did some damage. You scratched it. That's for sure. And right now, uh, one of the things grabbing Rahim, another grabbing Roloff, and the third one is grabbing the Panther. What do you do? It does give you common arrows as much as you need. If you want, I'm just, you still remember that you have a magical ring. I'm just saying. Yes, yes. Okay, so that's wisdom. Let's see how wise you are with using. Yes, you have as many arrows as you'd like. Now you'll have to shoot. Just hunting bow? Not your Smith and Wesson gun? You do remember that you have a gun, right? Okay, sure. Just use your bow. Yeah, cool. Great. Do your damage. Let's see that damage. Just damage. You already rolled dexterity, so it's just damage. Cool. Yes, yes, of course. Let's hope it's a lot. Make it 12. Dash roll. Yeah, yeah. Let's go. It's not bad. It's not bad, not bad. It's above the average actually, so let's go. Wonderful. So if we summarize that, you do 13 damage, which hurts. It does hurt, and they shriek like, and all. It doesn't look like they're going to leave you alone, uh, but your attacking them actually managed to break some spell, I guess, because right now Roloff, Rahim, they're both getting back to their senses. They're not shaken too much by the experience, and Rahim is trying to poke one with a spear, but it doesn't actually work. And Roloff, he just grabs one of the ship's ropes, and he's trying to use the ship itself as a weapon, which actually works. He manages to snatch one of these things from the water and from the air, and he just manages to rope it down, and it's tangled in the ropes. Yeah, and he's like, come here, you fiend! It looks like he's using all his strength, and the ape is terrified. He's almost pissing himself. It's one hold actually. It's fine. It's fine. So who are you defending? The ship. Okay, cool. So Danelan, your panther is fine as well. One of the things is roped right in the middle of the ship, and the others are continuously circling around looking for an opportunity of an attack. What do you do? Yes, yes, exactly. Okay, good. Let's see how it goes. Yeah, so it's partial. Yes, it's partial. So what do you choose? Waste ammo? Okay, let's see the damage. Ooh, yeah. It is actually enough, and it falls flat onto the boat. Just boom, it's down. There's some blood, but you are quite sure it's not dead. It's just unconscious. The other ones, Roloff is quite preoccupied with holding down the other one. Heraclius, what do you do? Not yet. They are looking just at something, but right now you're all in the middle of a ship in a group, so there's no clear target for them. Not right now. You're not on the course, you're just stuck right now. Okay? Okay. So Rakim, actually, he's quite quick for an old guy. He jumps down, he grabs one of the ropes, and he starts just tying it down. He looks up, he looks at Dalen, he says, "Keep an eye on those in the air, boy." So yeah, they're circling around. Right now they see that you're quite ready for them, and they're lowering down into the water. Seems like they disappeared. You don't see them. It's just standing there. Although the sails are full with wind, but the boat is not moving. So yeah, one of those things, it's still on the ship. Roloff is barely holding it. He just put it down, put it down. It's just yeah, yeah, cool. So another one is unconscious, and Rahim just looks at you, and he says, "Don't think we can talk to these things. So I guess you should put it down as well." You can try that, but how would it actually work? Okay, so you have two dead things, and yeah, two dead things, and you know what time it is? Yeah. So, boom, one. It's a manuscript. Good. And boom, another one. It's a pouch of gold. Just D10 money. Okay, so here's your pouch of gold. It has 4 gold coins. And the manuscript. Let me think here. Oh yeah, I know that. Uh, One of the things, when you kill it, they actually disintegrate. They are not of this world, so they don't technically have bodies, but they wither away, and where one of them was, there's a sort of a circular piece of parchment of sorts. You look at it, and it's dark blue with some shining dots in the middle of it. Yeah. Okay, so you are walking to the side of the boat and throwing out the lantern. Okay, so how are you doing it? You're just making a big swing and whoa. Okay, so you toss the lantern and you quickly look back at the map in order to check if anything happened, and you feel that you grabbed from behind and you hear a shriek right near your ear, like "Ah!" and it's trying to get you into the water. Daimlin, you also managed to see that. So, what do you do? Yes, exactly. Yes. Okay, okay. You're trying to shoot it. Good. Yeah. We'll see how that goes. It's cool. Yeah. Sure. I mean, it still would hurt, but all right. Oh, that's wonderful. Let's see the damage. Good enough damage. So yeah, it gets shot in the head. It's just lets him go for a quick second, and that's enough for you, Heraclius, to take the advantage. Okay, that would require some strength. Let's see it. You can do it, but there's a bargain. Oh, oh. I'm not even going to tell you what it is, but it's going to foil your goal. Okay, So you're trying to do it, then in the middle of it, you're just changing your mind. Nah, I don't want to grab it. It's cool, and it's trying to, yeah, it's still trying to grab you, but you manage to see that the other thing, because everyone is looking at you right now, the other thing is grabbing Rahim, and you, Heracles, you can see that. So what do you do? Okay, so Roloff is turning around. He's quite quick on his feet. He takes one of the ropes. He tosses it to Rahim. The old guy is quick too. He grabs it in the air. And he says, pull! Roloff pulls with all his strength, but it's not enough. She's slowly and steadily just moving him towards the end of the boat. So what do you do, guys? Okay, so when you say the words, it's a test of your strength and you should prove yourself and so on, he sort of lightens up a bit and he says, yes, yes, Elfmaster, I will prove, yes. He grabs the rope and he actually pulls it so hard that he manages to grab this thing out of the water and it falls down flat onto the ship's surface. But Heracles, you're not completely out of the left field yet because it's still trying to grab you, and right now instead of grabbing it's just trying to chop you with its claws. And right now you can see quite closely in its face and the fish-like eyelids, the piranha-like teeth. The breath stinks of rotten fish. It's disgusting. So what do you do? Yes. Um, okay. I'm just not going to say anything. So it's trying to attack you, and you're trying to poke it in the eye, right? Yeah, yeah. You can totally do that. So I guess you accept the attack of the creature. Okay. 14 damage for you. You can apply your armor. I'm just saying. Yes. It's not only, it's a shit ton of armor. Yes. So, yes, 9 damage. And you're trying to poke it in the eyes, and it doesn't actually work. And right now you're remembering, oh, wait a minute, it's a planar creature, so only magical stuff. You can try. Yeah, that requires strength. So you can do it, but I don't know. Oh yes. Would you like to lose some armor? I don't know. Some armor. We'll decide later. I don't know. So, yeah. Okay, so Danelan, you see the one who was uh, taken from the water and now in the middle of a ship. She's trying to get up and fly in the air, so what do you do? Okay, so right now, Danelan, you're the one who's closer to the ropes. Do you try to use the rope in order to snatch? Okay, cowboy style. Let's see. That would be a dexterous move. Yes, very dexterous move. Yeah, it worked with a general, right? What could go wrong? Yeah, exactly. It's awesome. So you grab it, and Roloff is helping you. Rahim is just catching his breath a little bit. He's too old for this shit, obviously. Uh, and the ape, he's also helping, and the panther is helping. So you manage to manhandle the thing, and you snatch it in the ropes. While Heraclius, this thing is trying to bite off your nose. What do you do? Okay, so you're trying to hold it in place in order to not get bitten, right? Okay, that requires strength. Let's see that. We'll see. I don't know. So, you can do it, but... Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's a bargain. What do you want? It's getting closer, so either the ring slips into water or you just let it bite you. Not right now. No. So I'm gonna give you 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. And you get bitten into the face. And it actually chews down part of your nose. Yeah. Yes. And they're quite successful. They're working as a team. They're awesome. All right. So, Danelan, you manage to tie down one of the creatures, and you see that Heraclius is preoccupied with another one. That would be a difficult task, but you can try. That would require, first of all, for you to get close to the creature and tie it down with a rope. That's dexterity. Then it would require strength in order to pull apart Heraclius and the creature. And Okay. Okay. Cool. 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 So he says, "Yes, anything for the master." And he just grabs the creature. He's trying to pull it off Heraclius, and Heraclius, you can assist him a little bit with your strength. I mean, the creature is still trying to rip you apart with claws and trying to bite you. What do you mean by doesn't do anything? Okay, okay. Just strength. See? You're successful. It's fine. I don't know why you were so worried. Yes, so you push it away with the help of the ape. You're separated, and Roloff is already preparing the second rope. He's trying to tangle it. I guess you helping him, Danelin. And yes, if you successfully use your dexterity, you'll able to grab the second. Yeah, so close. You can do it, but -1 forward. Would you like to take the bargain? Okay, sure. So you manage to snatch both of the creatures, and they are now entangled with ropes. They can't move too much. So what do you do? Nope. No, it's just standing. They're shrieking like mad things, like they're trying to bite you, trying to claw you, but they're too tied up with the ropes, they can't get to you. So, what do you do with them? Yeah, his sword is, yes, is a bit magical. Yes, so it would work. Yes, yes. Cool. Yes. Cool. So you killed two more. And suddenly your ship is starting to move again. Looks like it was the spell that they were trying to cast on the ship, and now it's gone because they're dead. Yes. Oh my god. No, it's not. No, it's not. Huh. Yes, yes. I know what that is. So, one of them, when it disintegrates, leaves behind a square that is sort of missing something in the middle of it, something circular of a shape. Looks like that. Yes, you can. And when you do, it lights up a little bit, and you can see that it starts to resemble the surface of the sea, and there's a small version of your ship, and if you look a bit closer, you can see yourself looking at the map. You're so small and tiny, you just Not unless you have a very, very good spyglass. So yeah. And the second thing, when you destroy that, uh, it shows you some sort of a square as well, but you look at it and there's nothing particular. There's no holes like the first one. There's nothing. And then you lift it up a little bit, and you can see there's complete and utter darkness in it, and you can even put a hand through it, like a hole of some sort, and it doesn't go anywhere. Your hand just goes through, and you don't know where your hand is. Then you get it back, and it's there. It's too small for you to fit in. If you want to poke your head in, you can try. Okay, you put the ship back on course, and on the weird map of sorts, you can see shining dot just where you're heading. It's a shining dot. There's nothing particular there. There's not a shape. It's just a shining dot. That's all. Not right now. You can't see anything. Okay. You can take a good nap. Okay. Roloff takes the helm. Let's go. So you guys want to rest? So Rahim looks at you and he says, "We should take shifts. That would be the most wise." Sure. So you can take watch and Heracles will rest. Yes, it is. Great. Nothing too bad happens. You sail for another 8 hours and you both consume a ration. So eat up. And Heracles, you can right now heal half of your HP back. Yes. So you're almost at full. Let's go. It's just part of your nose is missing, that's all. Not really. Not right now. We'll get to that. But then you are starting to see the shining thing up ahead. Yeah, you're moving towards it. You're moving towards it full speed. And it's like a shining beacon of a sort. It's not a structure, it's just a light, just pure light. You're not sure if it's going to hurt your ship if you sail towards it, but you're getting close. Roloff is just looking at you, Heracles, and he says, Should I take a bit to the side? No, it's in the middle of the sea. Okay, so he gets a bit to the side, and right now you're getting quite close. You're like 100 meters. You can try. You can definitely try. It's definitely some weird sort of a lantern, which was left here by um, the sea god. Yes, yes. And right now, some random shit is going to happen. So okay, that is interesting. Oh, oh yeah. So when you get a bit closer, you can see wreckage from ships all around it, just swirling around the thing. There's some chests, there's some uh, partially eaten bodies of people, just a whole bunch of wrecked ships and everything that was in them. Nope, just one single place, one shining thing. Everything else is black water. Nope, not from where you are. And when you get even closer to the thing, your ship suddenly starts to move to the side a little bit. It starts to move against the wind, and it starts to form a circle around the thing. And when you look closer to the shining thing, looks like it's forming some sort of a whirring pool. It just starts to swirl water around it, and it starts to move faster and faster as you go to the side. What? Yeah, yeah, he's trying to steer out, but he's clearly. He's like, we're going to crash! Look at this wreckage! They're all dead! He's like, we shouldn't go. I can steer. I can steer away. We will go down. He's like, I was rescued by madmen. Rahim is just looks at him. He's completely calm. He just doesn't give a shit. He already died one time, so he's like, "You can't even imagine, lady. You can't even imagine." Yeah, he just lets it go and he says, "At least let me grab something." And he grabs part of wreckage from the water. No, no, he was trying to make shift a sort of a mace or a club as a weapon, just in case. Yeah. Yes, some wreckage is jumping towards your ship a little bit. So there's a. Let me see here. I think I'll just do it like 2d3. Yes. So yeah, there's a dead guy. There's a chest, and there is some sort of weapon rusted a little bit. So, do you just push it away? What do you do? Okay. You want to grab that weapon? Okay. So you want to grab that weapon? Let's see what it is, shall we? So. So, oh, oh yeah. We'll see what it is. 6 tags. I'm going to re-roll one of it. No. Another one. No, another one. Oh my god, okay. Oh my god. Forceful, yes. So, it's not a sword. It's definitely not a sword. It's a hand cannon. It's rusted, it's covered with weird runes, which you, Heraclius, recognize. It's the symbols of the some angel, very old one. But it's a holy weapon. It's definitely very awkward to use and dangerous because it's slimy and it's rusted. You're not sure if you fire it, it wouldn't actually blow up. That guy? Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so let's see what's in the chest. You have another chance. uh, it is a very peculiar set of throwing stars. You are very sure that they're poisoned, and they will do extra damage, actually +4 damage with every hit, but they're dangerous because you're not very used to throwing things and poisons, so you might accidentally poison yourself. Yeah, 4 of them. Yeah, let's see what's on the guy who is dead. Oh, uh, mm, yeah, yeah. Click and drag. So the armor. Let's see what's the armor. Hmm. I'm going to reroll one tag. Clumsy. So yes, it's a full set of very good and well-made plate armor. It weighs 2, but it's a free armor. It's not even that rusted. I guess it was stainless steel. Okay, you give it to Roloff. Yeah, he puts it on. He just, oh, thanks. I'm not sure it will help us if we crash into this light thing, but hey. Yeah, yeah, exactly. So yeah, you are on collision course, and just a few seconds before, when you think it's about to crash, you hear a woman's voice, a very soft and steady voice, and Danelan, you understand what she speaks because she speaks Elvish. And she says, they couldn't actually do that, could they? And then you push through the white light. So yeah, it's yeah, it's so yeah, uh, it's a chance for us to make a small pause to grab some snacks if you'd like, and we'll get back to it just in 5 minutes or so. Okay? Oh, oh. Then we'll continue, and we'll get to. Let me think here. Oh yes, yes. So you cross through, and where you actually end up is in the air, and there's a sunset in the distance. You see you're in the desert, and you look around, you see that you are like a mile above the city you just visited, and you're falling from the sky onto the biggest tower of the city. You're just, yeah, and you are in the boat, you're falling from the sky. And, yeah, yeah, and Roloff, he just looks down, he says, how is that possible? What kind of magic is it? Ape is just losing his shit. He's just, ah, ah. He's just looking from one side to the other. He doesn't really understand what's happening. And Rahim is just grabbing his spear close to his chest, and he's saying, you better have some magic on you. So yeah. I'm just saying, you're a mile away from the tower. You'll probably break the tower, but it would actually break the boat alongside with you. So you might have to think of something. Just do what? So you're falling for about, I guess, 20 seconds. That would be, yes, you would have about 20 seconds. So in 20 seconds, you want to grab the sails, retrofit it into a parachute, and then hold it down and try to use it. Uh, I'm not sure it would work. Yes. So okay, let's let's do it fun. Uh, I'm gonna give you 12 seconds. And 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Okay, I'll let Heraclius create something. What do you want to create? You don't know what helium is. You're in fucking fantasy world. Yes, you can create a balloon. So what do you want to do? Do you want to attach it to the boat? Okay, yes. So just 4 seconds before the crash, a balloon appears and it rushes you a little bit. Everyone falls to the knees, but nobody is really hurt. And you slowly begin to descend towards the tower. And on the balcony of the tower, you can see, at least you, Daneland, you can see because your sight is very good. You can see an elven woman in full white clothes. She's looking at an elven man just beside her, who's also in full white clothes. Everything is just sparklingly white. And she speaks something. And you can definitely think that the voice you heard was probably hers. So they don't see you right now. You're slowly descending there. You're about like 300 meters above. So what do you do? Rahim is looking down and he says, "As elsewhere, we should we should prepare. We don't know what's in there, but since I died from the arrows last time, we should get a jump on them if we can." I came to talk to my brother. He's just looking at you like you are just the plain dumbest person on earth. And he's just, "Do I look like an elf?" What? He's just looking at you, just you talking gibberish again. Yeah, yeah. He's like, Yeah. Sure. So, Damon, do you prepare your arrows? What do you do? Yes. Two elves on the balcony, talking. Uh, about 200 meters right now. You're slowly descending. Okay. Sure. So you're making an anchor. If you use a rope, you can actually ascend. If you use a rope, if you want to do it as fast as you want, yes, the rope is the good choice. But if you want to wait for the jumping distance, like 10, 20 meters, it would take longer. I'm just saying, they can spot you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So good. Danelan is going down the rope to the elves. Heraclius, what do you do? Yeah. Okay. So you're throwing the chest off? Yeah. So, Danelan, uh, the elves are talking about something. Uh, the guy elf, yeah, the male one, he puts his hand on the female's shoulder, just trying to comfort her, something like that. And then just a rope suddenly falls down between them, and shoo, down you go. You're right in between them. What do you do? They're both positively shocked. Yeah, they look up, they see the ship, and the lady, she's just like, oh, oh God, oh. And then she falls down to a knee, and she says, "My Lord Danelan, I am honored to greet you in my humble castle." Right now, you think that she, yes, she recognizes you as a god, and she doesn't know that you're not a god anymore, but she thinks that you basically ascended from heaven to meet them. She stands up and she says, uh, This is, and she stumbles for a second. Uh, the male elf stops her a little bit and says, I am her husband. This is my castle, and you are more than welcome to share anything you like, Lord Damon. And you look in the eye of this guy, and they don't look like elves' eyes. They look like lizard eyes. But otherwise than that, he's pure elf. Just everything else is elven. Only the eyes are different. So what do you say? Sure, sure. Come to the dining room. And he escorts you, and I guess everyone is descending, right? Heracles? You can use the rope if. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it's very shiny. Yeah. The elven lady takes a small bow to you and says, "Greetings, Lord Heraclius." And she says it in common tongue, so you would understand. Yeah. She chuckles a little bit and she says, "You're welcome to our dining table." Then Rakim looks a little bit down and he doesn't really believe that that is happening right now because nobody is attacking anyone, so that's weird. And he looks at Roloff and says, "Stay here in case." And the ape is not moving, he's just standing in the ship. He's just looks like he's too afraid to go down for some reason. Yeah, yeah, exactly. So Rakim, he also descends down on the rope. Elven woman looks at him. She doesn't seem to recognize the guy, but then you see a small spark in her eye, and she says, "Ah, you look familiar. Yes, yes. I think I think you might be related to Sirius, aren't you?" And Rahim looks at her. He looks at the elf. He squints his old eyes. Looks like he also noticed the lizard eyes on the elf. He says, "Yes, I've come to talk to my brother. We'll be sure to escort you, uh, but right now, to the dining room." And you go in. There's a full royal dining room, and I'm just gonna switch you to the map of the just city. Just Why do you think I'm so bad? Why do you think I'm so bad? What? Yeah, okay. So you're welcomed into a dining table, and there's a whole bunch of servants. They serve food, and when you sit it, and Rakim is starting to taste the food, it's quite fine. He's eating up a little bit, and you too taste it. It's great food. Uh, Everyone is eating. There's just four of you, actually. Well, five. Uh, Dainlan, Heraclius, the female and male elves, and Rahim. A moment passes. The woman asks one of the servants, says something to him. He walks away, and in about 2 or 3 minutes, uh, a full cloaked figure with a big black staff walks inside the room. He takes his cowl down, and he looks just like Rakim. Good session, guys. Exactly, exactly. So, um, would you like to lose some experience? Okay, I'll just say Daneland loses 3 experience, Heraclius loses 4 experience. That's all. If it's 0, then not. If it goes to minus, then yes. Great. Cool. So I'm not holding you. So Daneland is feel free to go, and if Heraclius wants to discuss anything, I'm open to any questions or whatsoever. Sure. Yeah, yeah. You wouldn't be dead, I'm just saying. There were other options, but still. Yes, yes. Sure. Thank you for playing.